Good morning class, welcome back to our online class today. So it's me again, teacher Vankongkea, right? So before we start our lesson today, everyone, how are you today? Great, so I hope that you are fine. Do you send your homework to your teacher already? Good, so I hope that your homework is correct, right? And you will get the good score, right? Okay, so before we start our lesson today, teacher want you to prepare your material like your notebook and your pen, right? Okay, so before we start our lesson, let's read the day with teacher first. So today is Thursday, November 12, 2020, right? So as you know already, for the first session, we are going to study our book is Grammar Planet 1, right? So everyone, do you still remember our grammar from the previous day that we learned already, like yesterday? Great, so yesterday you know already how to use pronoun plus be, right? Okay, so before we start our lesson for today, teacher want you to take off your Grammar Planet 1 right now and put it on your table. Okay, so great. So are you finished? Good. So now let's move to our lesson for today, that we will continue our unit 3 that we talk about he is a student, that it focus on pronoun plus be, right? So teacher want you to open your book right now on page 18, right? Okay, so everyone please open your book right now on page 18 and just put your book on your table first. Okay, so now let's look at the whiteboard. Teacher will explain you first before we do some practice in our textbook and in your notebook also. Okay, so now let's look at this whiteboard. So this whiteboard today, teacher want you to review again how to use pronoun plus be. As you know already, right? Pronoun, it focus on subject, right? How many subject that we have? Great, so teacher know it that you know about our pronoun already, right? Okay, so now let me show you. So as I told you from yesterday that we have subject plus be, right? So be we have am is are, and subject we have I, you, we, they, he, she, or it. So now let's look at this whiteboard. Teacher will review you again the way how to use pronoun plus be. Okay, so now let's look at this one, I am. So you can write in two ways of writing. One we call it full form and one we call it short form, right? Okay, so full form you can write like this, I am, and short form we can write like this, am, right? I apostrophe am. This one also, he is, his, he apostrophe and s. She is, it is, you are, they are, we are. So this one is the one that we learned yesterday already, that we call it pronoun plus be, right? Okay, so before we go to our textbook, teacher want you to practice some exercise with teacher in here that we talk about read and write. So you need to read this sentence. The teacher have 6 sentences in here and you need to read and write. Why you need to read and write? Actually this sentence is correct, but teacher write this one in full form, but teacher want you to write that sentence again to the short form. Okay, so now let's read with teacher. Number 1, she is a cleaner. She is a cleaner. Do you know cleaner? Great, so now let me show you. So this one is cleaner, right? Okay, so now teacher want you to copy this one from number 1 until number 6 into your notebook, and after that let's answer with teacher. Okay, so now let's start everyone. Okay, so now welcome back to our exercise, and teacher want you to answer this one all together. Okay, so number 1, she is a cleaner. So we need to write this sentence to the short form is she apostrophe as a cleaner, right? Okay, and this one, number 2. I am a student. I am a student. So we need to write that sentence again to short form, right? So we need to write I apostrophe am a student, right? Okay, so teacher know that you can do like this, right? Okay, so from number 3 until number 6, teacher want you to do it by yourself. So right now let's move to our book, Grammar Planet 1 on page 18. So now let's start. Okay, so here is our book, Grammar Planet 1. So now let's open with teacher on page 18. Okay, so here is our page 18. So the first exercise, you need to look and circle. You need to look at this picture and we have sentence in here that you need to choose the correct answer. That we have B in here, that you need to read this sentence first. Subject plus B. What is the subject that we need to use with B? Example number 1. He is my dad. So as you know already, he is the subject, right? So when you use with he, B, we need to use with is. Very good. So he is my dad. And picture number 2, picture number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. You need to find the correct answer. And now let's move to exercise D. You need to read and write. That is the same our exercise in here, that you need to read this sentence. After that you need to write it again into the short form of pronoun plus B, right? That you can see in this example. Number 1, he is a dancer. So he's a dancer, right? So the first one is the full form and the second one is the short form. Very good. Okay, so teacher hope that you can do it. So when you finish your exercise, please take a photo and send it to teacher by personal telegram. So now it's time for our first session. See you again second session. Goodbye everyone.